Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel and we're back with Football Manager 2020 and the promotion project with Inverness, Caledonian Thistle. Today we have another Highland derby. We had one not that long ago, but it's a derby and we haven't beaten them in 90 minutes yet this season. We're going to do it today. And it's actually very close in terms of the season now. I think there's a few games still to be played on this day. You'll see there's 4 fixtures on this Saturday. It's very close. At the moment, there's just 6 points between the top 4 teams out of 10 in the Scottish Championship. So playoffs, it's anyone's to win still. Of 4 teams, like there might even be more than that with other games. Who knows? It's very, very close. But at the moment, we are only just top of the table, but we've been playing really badly recently, but still somehow getting results. Lots of draws once again, but it's really, really difficult at the moment. But the quality at the moment just isn't good. And I don't know if it's the Scottish football, but it's just not very exciting. But hopefully today will be a Highland derby. We're going to try and win it. And if you're enjoying the series, drop a like down below, leave comments. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing, turning on notifications. Let's jump into it. Last episode against Dunfermline, we were really good for about an hour. We were 3-0 up on 59 minutes. Conceded 2 fairly late on. Still managed to get the win. Off camera, we played 6 matches and we started off with a Scottish Cup 5th round tie against Celtic. Now I was expecting a heavy defeat here. We didn't get that. We only lost 2-0, but we didn't really create anything. We had a couple of key passes, didn't register a shot on target, but we weren't expected to get anything from this. We had nothing to lose with this fixture, so it's fine. Celtic with the 2 goals, both came sort of in the first period of the first half. Odds-on Edouard converted a penalty on 14 minutes, and then Elite Kangin scored on 21 minutes. To make it 2-0, we kept it pretty quiet for the rest of the game. They had 24 shots, 9 on target. Apart from that, they had a couple of chances. Not actually that disappointed really. We then went into the league with just the league left now. All the cup competitions have finished for us. Started with a pair of 1-0 wins. First one was away against Morton. Had a chance to go 1-0 up early on here, but Jordan White's penalty was saved. It's a recurring theme with this game. I think I've said it before. I think I probably have more penalties saved than I have scored. So we missed the chance to go 1-0 up, and then we do get the one and only goal that was scored by Ethan Ross 63 minutes into the game. And a game where we had a lot less shots than they did. They had a few chances, didn't convert them. We needed 1 goal and we got it. We then won by the same scoreline at home against Alloa. Ash Taylor with the only goal here on 69 minutes. This is just before he was off for 2 weeks with a virus. That's the second player this season after Charlie Trafford to be sent home for 2 weeks with a virus. So COVID-19 is hitting the Inverness squad. That's the second player to get it. But a 1-0 win here, I think deserved. We had lots of possession and we were much better than them. Key passes, like a good 9, maybe 10. And Alloa didn't really offer too much at all. So a good win here. We were better, but could have got more than 1 goal. We then had a goalless draw at home against Partick Thistle. I don't know how we didn't win this one. They didn't have a shot on target. We had 15, 7 on target. Almost 2/3 of the ball. Few chances, but couldn't convert them. This is the story at the moment. We seem to be struggling to create chances, and the ones we do get, we can't convert them, and that's just the story at the moment. Like, we're getting these results. We're unbeaten now, I think, in 24, maybe 25 matches, but we're just playing really badly. We did defeat Queen of the South 1-0. Queen of the South, bottom of the Scottish Championship, and at the moment they are going to be relegated to League 1. The only goal here coming from Jamie Gullen, 41 minutes into the match. And that was it. No other goals against the bottom club. I wanted like a 3, maybe 4 goals here. We got 1. Manny Perez played well. Lots of key passes. But again, other than that goal, I don't think we created another chance. It doesn't look like we did. And then Queen of the South didn't either. They had 2 shots all game. And then lastly, it was a 1-1 draw away against Raith Rovers. James Murphy with his first goal for us, the January signing. That came in just the 10th minute as he poked home a set piece. Wes McDonald scored for Raith Rovers, and that was 25 minutes. That was it. 21 shots in this one. Again, lots of key passes, but just not creating enough. The final ball's just not good enough. And Manny Perez went off injured as well, so he's out. And also our other striker, you've got Jamie Gullen playing at the moment. Jordan White, we might not see him again this season. He's got a fractured arm. We could have had him play through it with a cast, but I didn't want to do that. So I'm not sure when he's going to be back. It's quite a wide range of return, 11 days to 4 weeks, so it could be 2 weeks, it could be 4. We might see him before the end of the season, but we'll have to wait and see. Charlie Trafford's got an ankle injury. He's going to be out for the same time frame really, so that's a bad miss as well, because he's been an alright midfielder. And Manny Perez with an ankle injury as well, so he will miss 1 to 2 weeks as well. So we're not quite down to bare bones, but we're missing some key players for this game. And this is what the table looks like at the moment. We are 2 points clear of Dundee in second, and we have played a game less than them. They've played 30 and Queen of the South have played 30. We are 4 ahead of Morton. We are 6 ahead of Partick Thistle. And at the moment, we are 9 ahead of Hamilton. But things could change after these games here. So we're favourites for the game, but we haven't beaten them in the league yet. We had a penalties win over them in, I think, the Tunnock's Wafer Cup. Other than that, we haven't beaten them though. So Jamie Gullen's playing up top at the moment. He's okay. He's nowhere near as good as Jordan White is, but he's going to have to play. Also, Hines is playing because, of course, we're missing Manny Perez. Let's just have him as a defensive fullback. McGregor and Murphy are going to start in midfield. All right, I think we've got probably the best bench we can get. I mean, look at the form. Like, we may be on a long unbeaten run, but we're not playing well. Tom Walsh has averaged 6.5 in his last 5 games. Ethan Ross, 6.62. James Murphy, 6.72, and that's even with a goal. Up against a 4-4-2. A debut for Glass up front. That's his first appearance for them. I don't know if he's a youngster. He's an 18-year-old striker. Interesting. They must have some injury problems of their own. Alright, seeing as this is a derby, let's go for the fan team talk. It hasn't really worked. Usually that does in these big games. It's a Highland derby. And I want a good performance here. We haven't really had like a really stunning performance all season. We've failed to score more than 3 goals. And in our long unbeaten run of, I think, 24, 25 games, only once have we won a game by more than a goal. And that was a 3-1 win. That's the only time in this run that we've actually had a win by more than 1 goal. Which just isn't good enough. Here is the young striker Glass, and it goes for a long ball, but no one's there. It's McCart to McGregor, and here is Walsh, and a switch of play, but not a good ball at all, and it's Hendry, and again we've won the ball back. Here is Ethan Ross. Can he put a cross in there for someone? It's not a bad cross, but it's headed away by Watson, and now Murphy to Brown, McGregor, back to Ethan Ross. This one hopefully it's just as good. It's Golan and it's a goal. 6 minutes in. We lead 1-0. Hopefully the first of a few goals today. We need a big scoring game. We haven't really had one. We've had a 3-2 this season. I think there's been no more than 5 goals in the game. But Ethan Ross with the assist. Jamie Gullen gets his 9th goal of the season. Close range header. And we take an early lead. Corner kick now. 12 minutes into the game. Is it going to be 2-0? It's headed away. It's McCart to Gullen. And it's away, and Miller now, and now it is Ross County looking for an attack themselves. Goes backwards to Draper. Attempted tackle, but doesn't get the ball off them. And a backwards pass, that was a bit nervy. He was under pressure there. It's Miller. And Miller into the middle for Irwin. Shot at goal, wow. Okay, it's 1-1, and Irwin has just unleashed a rocket. 25-yarder by Lee Irwin makes it 1-1. Out of nowhere, really. First real time that we actually saw Ross County on the ball. And it was a long highlight leading up to it. They kept the ball. We tried to get off them. Didn't happen. Maybe a bit too wide. I think if we just sat a bit narrower, then we might have stood a better chance of stopping that. So let's do that. Coming up to half an hour in the game. Possession just in Ross County's favour. It is pretty 50-50 at the moment though. It's 1-1. And let's see what's happening here. 38 minutes into the game and it is Ross County on the ball again. It's Hendry to Watson. And Watson out wide to Hendry again. Miller. The rain is pouring down now as well. It started raining. And oh dear. Oh, that was awful. What happened there? Aaron Doran has made it 2-1 to Ross County and they're leading in the game now. We're behind. What on earth was that about? So let's see this again. So it was Miller to Hendry and then a cross. And why did no one try to get on the end of this? I don't know what they're doing. And Doran pretty much had a free hit. The keeper didn't even move. This hasn't been good. Alright, half time. We need a big second half here. This is awful. Our unbeaten run is in danger of coming to an end. We haven't been good for a long time. Walsh has been awful. We're going to take him off. We're going to move Ross to the left. I'm going to bring on Darren Jackson. Hopefully we'll have a better second half here because this is unimpressive so far. Really, really poor. Let's go back to positive. We have got a free kick here though. It's Ethan Ross. And oh, it's Golan and it's in. It's 2-2, 56 minutes into the game. Golan gets in a double figures for the season. Hopefully we can carry on and win this game now. And hopefully get some more goals. Ross with a free kick. And I think it either hit the post or hit Jack Ruddy. And Golan was there for the rebound. Good reactions by the striker. Come on, more of that, please. Doran with a free kick for Ross County now, though. And it's headed and it's wide by Mbulu. 66 minutes, 67 minutes, cross, header, oh for goodness sake. It's Irwin again. It's 3-2 Ross County. I mean, I wanted a big scoring game, but I wanted most of them to be our goals. I mean, at least we're having an exciting game for once in Scotland. Irwin with a glancing header. Our defence is just not made out for it today. Jackson, since coming on, has made a 6.3. He's been dreadful. We could sub. Do I dare do a sub? Darren Hines has been awful as well. Like, the sooner we get Matty Parris back, the better. Murphy's going to come off. Nickel is going to come on. I'm going to go very attacking, try and rescue a point here. But it looks like our unbeaten run might be coming to an end. Do you know what? I'm sub-subbing Jackson. He's been dreadful. Since he came on at half-time, he's been rubbish. So we're going to bring on Skivoni. And it looks like our unbeaten run's coming to an end at the hands of our rivals, Ross County. That sucks. That really sucks. I mean, it's been coming. We've been dreadful for so long, and a defeat like that has been coming, but that was rubbish. So we're not going to be top of the table after that. There's no way. Unless everyone else lost, which I'm pretty sure they didn't. That was awful. How are we still top of the table after that? Oh my God. Morton won 1-0. Dundee, I think they'd already played. Partick drew. Hamilton won. I don't know how we're still top of the table after that. But there's just 6 points between the top 5. So it's incredibly close. There's half of the table is separated by just 6 points. That's very, very, very close. So it's a 4-horse race. It's a 5-horse race. It's a 5-horse race now for that promotion. And it's still anybody's to win. Hamilton, Partick, Dundee, or Morton, or us could get that championship title. And then 3 of the other 4 will go into the playoffs along with the second from bottom team in the Premiership. Still anybody's to win. You know what else I just realised? And that's that Ross County just had a new manager. Literally, Stuart Kettle's been on the job 2 days. This always happens to us. Every time someone gets a new manager, they always beat us. Even if it's a caretaker manager or there's no manager, we always get beaten. Every single time. Alloa, back in September, we haven't lost a league game since September. It's the only game that we've won by more than a goal. Everything else has been a draw, 2-1, 1-0, 2-1. It's not good. It's not good enough. I think we're probably going to do Dunfermline next time and then end with a double of Morton and Partick Thistle. I think that's what we're going to go with. But sadly, our 24-match unbeaten run has come to an end. Now we just need to try and make sure that we maybe stay top of the table, or at the very least stay in these playoffs, and then hopefully go for a win in those playoffs. Because I want this promotion this year, and if I don't get it, then I don't want to do another season in here, because we faced every team 4 times this season, and it's going to be another 4 times if we do another season. So I want this promotion this year. I am thinking of another save that I could do though, because yesterday a new database came out. Mad Scientist has released his 0607 database, and much like last year, I am going to be simulated to present day in that database to see what things are like. So that is going to be a video coming out probably over the weekend or the start of next week. So that's going to be something that I'm going to be doing. And if there's interest in it, then I might actually do a save with that database as well. Maybe something like Sheffield United, try and keep them in the Premier League in 0607. But I'm going to end things here, guys, and next episode will be Dunfermline before the final episode of the season with the double live content end. But for now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing, turning on notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.